Hi there, John here again. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the second and third conditionals. So this is something we have in English, and I think there are actually maybe quite a few languages that don't have this kind of structure, this type of structure called the conditionals. You might have already learned about maybe the zero conditional or first conditional. So today I'm going to just talk about the second conditional and the third conditional. So what we're going to talk about is basically why we use it, when we use it, when we're talking about like sort of present future, and the structure of it. Okay, so let's just go through the second conditional. So the second conditional, it's talking about an unreal situation. It's like it's very unlikely. It's also talking about the present or the future. So this is the second conditional here. If I had $1 million, I'd give most to you. Okay, so that's pretty unreal. That's pretty unlikely. I'm not going to have $1 million anytime soon. And as much as I like you, I probably wouldn't give you the $1 million. Well, certainly not most. And yeah, anyway. So it's pretty unlikely, pretty unreal situation. So the other thing is the structure. So the structure is if, so there's kind of two clauses here. If plus the subject, could be I, a he, she, plus had is, that's right, past tense, simple past. You know, $1 million, comma. I, and this is would, or could be might as well, give most to you. So would and then present tense. Okay, so if, subject, simple past, comma, I would, simple present. And that's the structure of the second conditional. And so you would not say, for example, if I would give most, you'd keep the would in one and the if in the other. Okay? So that's the second conditional. The other thing, this is pretty common for the second conditional structure, is if I, and this is for like giving advice, if you want to give a suggestion to someone, you can say, if I were you, I would look for another job, for example. Or if I were a girl, I would call myself Jennifer. So, and the interesting thing here is usually we think like I was, but when we're using the second conditional, we use the subjunctive form, which is were. We always use I were. Okay, so that's the second conditional. So going to the third conditional, it's about the past. So the structure is also, it's a little different. So it's, if I had studied harder, I would have passed the exam. Okay? Or I could have passed the exam, or I might have passed the exam. So in this situation, we have, if I, same sort of structure, but had, which is past, had, and then past participle, had studied. So past participle of study is studied. Harder, I would have passed. So that's present perfect. Okay? So if I past perfect, I would present perfect. That's the structure of it. Okay, and the fun thing about these sorts of these structures is it's kind of a fun thing. You can ask people these questions, especially in like a question form, like, well, what would you do if you had $1 million? Ask yourself that question. Well, I just asked you, so, well, what would you do? What would you do if you had $1 million? Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more great videos just like this, I want you to go to www.ingvid.com.